Hi, thanks for finding the Backyard Broadcasting Podcast channel, and thank you for downloading. Shawn, Carey, it's our May 2025 edition of the Backyard Business Spotlight and our conversation with Jason Fink, President and CEO of the Williamsport Lycoming Chamber of Commerce. This interview was conducted Thursday morning, May 29th, 2025.
Great to see you, Shawn.
Yeah, you too. Happy summer. It just doesn't look or feel like summer.
No, trust me. 50s are not summer to me.
Got to get there.
Yep.
We will get there for sure. So we talk about businesses quite a bit here on our chats that we do every month, but it's always great to take this angle too, talking about the recreational side of things, just some of the news-making headlines over the past few weeks with Williamsport City Council approving a resolution for a $250,000 grant application. It's going to be setting a plan in motion for park improvements and a new bike lane in Williamsport. So just talk about that aspect of business, not only business, but just the recreational side of things, which you add both together, it makes this area a better place to live.
Well, that's the key point right there is the fact that, while you've got the business aspect of what we do as the organization, there's also the quality of life, which gets people to want to stay here and to live here, and being able to have, those park amenities, families who are, looking at a community, they want to see what your parks are like, they want to see what your schools are like, what the town is, wherever they're looking at, and being able to make that type of investment is important because it does really impact businesses that way as well.
Been some tough news out of Penn State here over the past few weeks. Finally became reality last week with the closing of various satellite campuses across the state, including the one out in Wilkes-Barre in the back mountain off of Route 118. But thankfully, Pennsylvania College of Technology not affected with those closings and cuts. And great news out of Penn College is they're going to be receiving a $1 million grant to expand new course offerings and student activities. Great way for more families and students to make their way into Lycoming County to start their Penn State education.
Yes, and that's one key thing right there that you noted is the fact that Penn College actually was not on that list. It really wasn't under consideration. They're actually growing. You look at their enrollment numbers; they continue to grow. That industry sector that they provide real work, real application skills for employment opportunities. That's what students are looking for today to be able to access. And, Penn College is one of the few institutions that actually provides that for them.
And speaking of new employment opportunities, terrific news from West Pharmaceuticals. Earlier this month, they plan to hire another 100 new employees as we get closer to the end of 25 and into 2026, a company that has been in Lycoming County for over 4 decades. Just talk about the impact that they have on our community and our area.
Yeah, you look at it. West has been a community partner with regards to what they do here. Great jobs, quality employer that we've got. They've got 2 plants here. They've got one in Williamsport. They've also got the plant in Jersey Shore, and both have recently undergone expansions. You look at the Williamsport plant. If you drive by 180, you can see it readily that they've expanded over the past 2 years. Jersey Shore has also experienced that. If folks who go up into the Jersey Shore area, they've seen that plant expansion there. And not only are they expanding their footprint, they're also adding jobs. And this is actually another job opportunity for folks because these new jobs that they're bringing won't increase the footprint of the plant, but it will add more equipment for them to be able to take on more projects.
So we got a little rip on the weather here a couple of minutes ago. We're not we want summer weather, we want baseball weather, we want great Grand Slam parade weather tomorrow, Friday, the 30th. Deadline to get your group or organization in if you'd like to take part in the parade in August.
That is correct. We have hit that deadline. We are getting closer. It is now May, end of May, and the application deadline for anybody who wants to be in the parade, get that application in. You can go to grandslamparade.com. You'll find all the forms that are there and get them completed and get it back into us. We want to have a great parade. We've got a very solid response already, but it's an application, so we'll be looking at who has the best entries to be able to select from. So.
And still working on the Grand Marshal of the Parade as we speak.
Yes, we are. We're hoping to be able to hear something in the next couple weeks.
Yep, looking forward to that, and also looking forward to the PM exchanges in June. Where are we going to be here over the next few weeks?
We've got Hall's Landing here at the beginning of the month. We'll be down in Muncie for that one. And then we go over to New Trail. Citizens Northern Bank is actually going to be hosting their PM exchange over at New Trail.
Another reason to sip some New Trail.
I'm not going to complain at all, trust me.
Get some crisp, it's crisp lager season.
That's right.
Last I checked, that's 12 months out of the year.
Exactly. Not a bad day any day.
That's very true. Good to see you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Jason. Always appreciate it. Jason Fink, President and CEO of the Williamsport Lycoming Chamber of Commerce, in our Backyard Business Spotlight. Listen to future spotlights as well as In Touch, our weekly public affairs program hosted by Freddie Hammer, bonus interviews, and so much more, all in the Backyard Broadcasting podcast channel, available on our mobile app. Open the app and tap podcast. Our podcasts are also available on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, and Audible. Hit subscribe so you can hear it anytime, anywhere. And you'll also find a link for our podcast channel on any of our Backyard Broadcasting radio station websites. I'm Shawn Carey. Join me weekday mornings at Carey's Corner, 5 to 10 a.m. on Country 105.1 WILQ, and late afternoons 3 to 7 on Classic Hits 93.3 WBZD.